Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So we're still in 3.1 inequalities, but this is the last part of inequalities here. So at the end of this video, you should be able to solve simple rational inequalities by using analytical method. Still, the method is still table of sign. So rational inequalities just means a ratio, means fraction. Okay, so don't freak out, it's just the normal table of sign. Okay, so this is the sneak peek. Okay, you will be given an equation or question like this, and they ask you to solve for x. Okay, so which interval of x that will give a positive for this ratio? Okay, why I said positive? Because this is greater 0. Okay, so the value for x is given by the factors. Okay, arrange the factors as usual and then the product. If quadratic inequalities needs the factor to be multiplied, but in ratio inequalities, we will divide the factor. Okay, and same goes about the interval. Why -1 is closed but 2 is open bracket? Okay, why? Because this is greater equal. The inequality has equal sign, but because this is fraction, every number that is in denominator ataupun yang dekat bawah cannot be equal 0. Okay, we cannot have a fraction over 0. So that's why we cannot accept 2 as our answer. Okay, so now other than infinity always open bracket, any number that is in denominator is always open bracket as well. Okay guys? Okay, we're gonna see it in the example later on. Okay, so we're going to move to example 6. Okay, the first case, if our right hand side already 0. So if our right hand side is already 0, we can just get the value of x. Okay, I'm sure you already know how to get the value. Okay, so we need to fill in our first column. So fill in with the factors and the final product. Okay, before that, I wanna our red box here. Okay, so this is our reference later. Okay, so we are going to fill in the interval now. Negative infinity. Who comes first between these two? Of course, it's negative 4, 2 and positive infinity. Okay, so intervals negative 4, 2 to infinity. So remember, I always say infinity always open, and just now at the previous slide I said any number that is in denominator is always open. So who is in denominator? X plus 4. What is the number? Negative 4. Okay, so negative 4 gets open bracket as well. But what about 2? Look at the inequality sign. Does it have equal sign there? Yes, hence it's a close bracket. Okay, now the test value. The test value for this, I want a negative 5, 0 and 3. Okay, just simple, as simple as that. And next, if I substitute negative 5 into x minus 2, I will get negative 7, so it's a negative number. If I substitute 0, I will get negative 2, it's a negative number. If I substitute 3, 3 minus 2 is 1, so it's a positive number. Okay, so negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1, it's a negative number. 0 plus 4 is 4, it's a positive number. 3 plus 4 is 7, it's a positive number as well. And multiply these two signs vertically, we'll get plus, negative, positive, 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 positive. Oh, I messed up, right? Sorry. Eraser. Okay, negative. Sorry guys. Okay, so now which interval is the answer? Okay, look back at our red box here. Our red box wants a less than 0. Less than 0 means negative. So which interval gives a negative? Yes, the middle one. Okay, so our answer, if question asks for interval form, just copy as usual. But if the question wants us to answer in set form, just write the usual bracket with x titik bertindih. And because this is just one interval, meaning x is in between negative 4 and 2. Direction always to the left, but who gets the equal sign? It's obviously 2 because it is a closed bracket. And done. Okay, so if you didn't understand about the brackets especially, please clarify with your lecturers, okay? Alright, so now we move to second case where our right hand side is not 0. Okay, so when it's not 0, we're going to bring 2 to the other side because this is positive. So bring it to the other side will become a subtraction. Hence, the direction will not change. Okay, like that. Next, we equate the denominator. It will become, we will multiply it with x minus 5. Okay, we solve it and we're gonna get x plus 11 over x minus 5 greater 0. So mind you, this is our final product. Okay, so let me draw a box as our reference later on in the table of sign. Okay, so next we're gonna do our table of sign. Okay, so I fill in everything for us. So I hope by now you already know how to fill in the interval especially, okay, and choosing our test value correctly, okay. So now we're gonna fill in the signs, okay. So we substitute negative 12, 0 and 6 in x plus 11. Negative 12 plus 11, we will get a negative 1, hence it's a negative. 0 plus 11 will get 11, it's positive. 6 plus 11 will get 17, hence it's a positive. Next, negative 12 minus 5 will get negative 17, it's a negative. 0 minus 5, negative 5, it's a negative number. 6 minus 5 is 1, it's a positive number. Okay, next we're gonna multiply the signs vertically. So negative multiply negative will get a positive. Positive negative, negative, positive positive, positive. Okay, next, how to write the answer. Okay, if we want to write the answer in interval form, okay, before that we need to choose which intervals will give our answer. So look back at our blue box here that I made as a reference. Okay, so in this blue box we want greater 0, meaning we want a positive interval. So the interval which gives us a positive sign is the first one and the last one over here. Okay, so if we're gonna write the answer in interval form, it's just copy sahaja and 5 infinity. Okay, so as I said before, if we want to combine two intervals, we will use a union. Okay, as simple as that. So how do we want to translate this in set form? Okay, so draw the usual bracket with, yes, x titik bertindih. Okay, titik bertindih in English is colon. So x less negative 11, x greater 5. Okay, by now I hope you already know how to translate intervals to set here. Okay, so this is the inequality doesn't have equal sign because the bracket is open. Okay, so keyword for union is or, and we done. Okay guys, so I hope you can try the example so you can understand more about rational inequality. So the answers are there for you, so please clarify with your lecturers if you have any misunderstanding or you don't understand at all any parts. Okay, so thank you so much, bye.